You know what you need to do. You know the work is important. You know waiting will only make it worse. But somehow, you still don't start. You tell yourself, I'll do it in 10 minutes. Then 10 minutes becomes 1 hour. 1 hour becomes the whole day. And by the end, you feel guilty, stressed, and disappointed in yourself. So you start thinking, maybe I'm just lazy. But most of the time, laziness is not the real problem. The real problem is emotional resistance. Your brain is not avoiding the task because it is impossible. It is avoiding the feeling attached to the task. Maybe the task feels boring. Maybe it feels confusing. Maybe it feels too big. Maybe you are scared of doing it badly. So instead of facing that discomfort, your brain looks for something easier. Your phone, a video, a snack, one more random thing that feels harmless in the moment. And every time you escape, your brain learns the same lesson. Avoiding feels better than starting. That is how procrastination becomes a habit. Not because you are weak, but because your brain keeps getting rewarded for running away. So the goal is not to suddenly become super motivated. The goal is to make starting feel less painful. A is a simple way to do that. Shrink the task. Not finish the assignment. Just open the file. Not clean the whole room. Just pick up 5 things. Not study for 2 hours. Just read 1 paragraph. When the task becomes smaller, the resistance becomes smaller too. Because your brain does not panic over something tiny. And once you start, momentum becomes easier. The hardest part is usually not doing the work. The hardest part is crossing the invisible wall before the work. Another trick is to separate starting from finishing. Tell yourself, I only have to do this for 5 minutes. After 5 minutes, you are allowed to stop. But most of the time, you won't. Because action creates energy. You don't wait for motivation to begin. You begin, and motivation slowly follows. So if you keep procrastinating, stop asking, why am I so lazy? Ask, what feeling am I avoiding? Then make the first step so small that your brain has no reason to fight it. Because discipline is not always about forcing yourself harder. Sometimes, it is about making the start easier. If this helped you understand procrastination differently, subscribe to the Growth Sketch for more simple lessons on mindset, focus, and self-growth.